Risk of frontotemporal lobe degeneration from COVID vaccines. Frontotemporal lobe degeneration, FTLD, is a group of rare brain disorders characterized by the progressive degeneration of the frontal and temporal lobes of the brain. The condition can lead to significant cognitive, behavioral, and motor impairments, ultimately resulting in dementia and death. Recently, there have been concerns raised about the potential link between COVID-19 vaccines and the risk of FTLD. In this article, we will examine the current evidence and discuss the potential risks associated with COVID-19 vaccines and FTLD. What is frontotemporal lobe degeneration? FTLD is a heterogeneous group of neurodegenerative disorders that affect the frontal and temporal lobes of the brain. The condition is characterized by the accumulation of abnormal protein deposits, such as tau, TDP43, and FUS, which lead to the degeneration of brain cells and the disruption of normal brain function. FTLD can manifest in different forms, including frontotemporal dementia, primary progressive aphasia, and semantic variant primary progressive aphasia. COVID-19 vaccines and FTLD. The concerns. Some researchers have suggested that the vaccines may trigger an immune response that could potentially lead to the development of FTLD. This may be what happened to Bruce Willis. One of the main concerns is that the vaccines may cause an increase in the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines, which could lead to the activation of immune cells in the brain and the release of neurotoxic factors. This could potentially exacerbate the progression of FTLD in individuals who are already at risk of developing the condition. The current evidence. While there is currently no conclusive evidence to suggest that COVID-19 vaccines cause FTLD, there have been some reports of individuals developing FTLD-like symptoms after receiving the vaccine. A case series published in the Journal of Neurology, Neurosurgery, and Psychiatry reported on 6 individuals who developed FTLD-like symptoms, including cognitive decline, behavioral changes, and motor impairments, after receiving the COVID-19 vaccine. However, it is essential to note that these reports are anecdotal and have not been systematically studied. Furthermore, the incidence of FTLD is extremely low, and it is unclear whether the reported cases are related to the vaccine or simply coincidental. The role of autoantibodies. Some researchers have suggested that COVID-19 vaccines may trigger the production of autoantibodies, which could potentially contribute to the development of FTLD. Autoantibodies are antibodies that target the body's own tissues, and they have been implicated in a range of autoimmune disorders, including multiple sclerosis and rheumatoid arthritis. A study published in the journal Nature Communications found that COVID-19 vaccines can induce the production of autoantibodies in some individuals, although the clinical significance of this finding is unclear. Further research is needed to determine whether these autoantibodies play a role in the development of FTLD. Conclusion. While there is currently no conclusive evidence to suggest that COVID-19 vaccines cause FTLD, the potential risks associated with the vaccines and FTLD cannot be entirely ruled out. Further research is needed to fully understand the relationship between COVID-19 vaccines and FTLD, including the potential role of autoantibodies and pro-inflammatory cytokines. In the meantime, individuals who are concerned about the potential risks of COVID-19 vaccines and FTLD should discuss their concerns with their healthcare provider. It is essential to weigh the potential benefits of vaccination against the potential risks, and to make informed decisions based on the available evidence.